Good morning. We're looking at conditions today that are going to be on the beautiful side. We've got some partly cloudy skies out there right now. We've got that sunrise. If you look closely, it's just starting to show up here as we're looking at some dry conditions across most of the valley today and some warmth coming our way too. It's going to feel like summertime again. Here's a look at our travel planner. We're looking at some green lights for the entire daytime, and we'll have some heat. That's basically your main concern today, is making sure that you are not leaving anybody behind in your back seat and getting that air conditioner going here for this afternoon as well. Here's a look at our wind speeds. They are lighter than yesterday. We're seeing winds that are either calm over in Devil's Lake and the Jamestown area, to wind speeds into the teens out of the southeast in Minnesota. So still a warming direction here this morning. And with the calm air, with cooling happening a little bit with clear skies, we do have some areas out to the west that are seeing some visibility issues. Devil's Lake is less than 2 miles visibility. Jamestown is at 2.5 miles. Earlier, the Devil's Lake area is at a 1/4 mile visibility. So there may be some places that have some dense fog here this morning to start. Checking out your temperatures, looking at 50s and 60s, 64 degrees in Fargo, 55 in Grand Forks. Radar, satellite, looking at some spotty sprinkles over to the east here this morning. But in general, most of us on the dry side, just some passing clouds. And we'll have some sunshine on the way for today, especially if you're in the eastern part of our viewing area. A few more clouds filtering out some of that sun over to the east as we make our way through the morning hours. By lunchtime, temperatures will be in the 70s and even getting close to 80 degrees with that warmer weather developing for us. And then this afternoon, heading home from the bus stop, kids will be stepping out into some warmth. We're talking temperatures into the 80s and conditions that are going to be pretty toasty on that walk home from school. Maybe heading out to the park to play here this afternoon. And tonight, this is 5 p.m. driving home from work, 86 in Fargo. Grand Forks around that range as well. And we'll keep that warmer weather going into the evening hours tonight. So it should be a really pleasant night for us tonight. And then late night, we'll see those temperatures start to dip more into the 50s by the time we get into tomorrow morning. So conditions are looking pretty good for the next 24 hours. Beyond that, we're watching out for rain. Let's take a look at that in our rainfall potential map here. So it's not until late Wednesday night, this is 10 p.m., you start seeing some colors showing up on the map. That's when we're looking at precipitation starting to happen. And then heading into the day Friday and into Saturday, some chances for rain. The models are kind of still going back and forth on placement of the heavier rain, but still indicating that we've got one round approaching, and then again heading into Saturday and into the weekend, we will see that potential for some rainfall that could amount to 1 inch to 2 inches, maybe even more in those areas where the heaviest rain falls. So again, that could have some impacts on your plans here for heading out and about here this weekend. Looking at temperatures that are cooling back as well to around 70 degrees for your high instead of the 80s that we have been starting out the week with. But it's just nice to get that little bit of bonus summer before the fall equinox on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, mid-September, feeling like July.
Still doing all right here. We haven't had any major cool downs yet here this month. Should knock on wood, but
yeah, for real, there we are.
I was going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, September so far has been great, and we keep that going all the way toward the end of the month.
Yeah, I love what you called it, bonus summer.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea. Okay, thank you, Lisa.